attempted this did not work. I'm trying not to start the stream on a rant on the government because right as stream was supposed to start, they turn around and call in needing information from me about paperwork, etc. Nothing bad, you know, food stamp cases, things like that. Realized I just got fucked again. No big. Hey, Clippin'. Sorry about that, man. It was supposed to go smooth for the start of this, but everything just... Man, it wasn't ready. Give me 1 minute. I need to shut that TV off so that way I can get this camera pointed right. Give me 1 sec. I'll explain in a second. Okay, where's that TV remote? I know it's here. It's gotta be here. She had it last. There it is. Power. There we go. Okay. Mayhem. Mayhem is what's going on. I had the file for the fact of the movie tonight set on my phone. I had everything set up to turn around and start, and right as the stream started, it decided to all go haywire and go flip. So I just had to turn around and attempt to re-find the movie online again. I do have it pulled up. We're going to give it a moment for people to roll in. If you're not aware, guys, this is the Canna Lounge. Technical difficulties are the name of the game here, folks, and we deal with it every single stream. Whether things go smooth, whether they go wrong, we make it work. But welcome, guys, welcome. Tonight's movie is going to be Cheech and Chong's Up in Smoke. It was the winner of our last vote, and we're going to have another vote coming up on Monday. But before we get into it, while I'm still trying to breathe because the U.S. government doesn't know what the fuck it's doing and doesn't know how to talk to itself, apparently, we're going to throw the disclaimer out there, folks. Tonight's movie, it's a fair use film. There's no way that I'm going to be able to sit here, even on the other side behind the screen, and not laugh. I'm going to be smoking. We're all going to be having a good time, at least trying to. We're going to hope that the movie goes smooth. But because I have to pull it up on the fact of the tablet, it means that it's now going to have to load just like everything else in the house at this point. So we're going to try to do it, but we don't own the rights to the movie. We don't own the copyrights to it. We don't own the licenses for it. This is strictly for entertainment purposes. Miguel, if you knew me, you would know that that statement is backwards, brother. The big man upstairs knows everything that I'm going to do in my life, every little thing. He has already pre-written it down inside of his pretty little book of things that will happen, whether they go right, whether they go wrong, whether they go indifferent. But if you knew me and my beliefs, you'd realize that that's a little bit sideways, brother. I'm not the standard everyday Christian like everyone else. I'm a clusterfuck. I took all the religions, took them all, threw them all together. If everything lined up and added up, great. It all goes together. If it don't add up and line up, fine. It's either somewhere else in the time frame or in the timeline, or possibly one of the other countries in history from those 7 nations that got divided because they built that tall tower thinking that they were oh so wise, ended up mistranslating some shit when their book got written. Maybe. Thank you, Miguel. Thank you. Roseanne, that's great. Thank you for the laugh. But yeah, anyways, guys, we're already running late as it is. Copyright disclaimers out of the way. I'm going to get this screen flipped. We're going to turn around and hit play. We're going to hope that it goes through all right. But if you guys don't already know, we're watching the fact of Cheech and Chong Up in Smoke. We got 20 seconds left. I'm going to light my bowl. We're going to get into it. Let's get it going, guys. Alright, question for everybody. Is that clear? Is the video at this time clear? Or is it pixelated as all hell? Because I gotta know before we start. We good? Okay. Thank you, guys. Play. It's that autofocus that I'm worried about. Just for safety's sake, guys, I'm going to shut the light off. Hopefully it helps. Just a little bit at least. Bro, who else remembers waking up to Saturday morning cartoons thinking that Friday night was just a blur?
Say, Daisy Lou, would you like to hear a little tune?
Right in the hamper.
Sweetheart, I'll talk to him. Son, your mother and me would like for you to cozy up to the Finkelstein boy. He's a bright kid, and he's going to military school.
Yeah, I've been there too.
Remember, he was an Eagle Scout.
By the way, guys, if you see Cheech and Chong sitting in their car and it's not filming like it is right now, it means that it's buffering.
And a retard.
We put up with the hell of
Finkelstein's a square and we all know it.
a lot. This way. Build a guy.
Oh, come on. Oh, don't do this to me. Don't do this to me. It's going to do this to me. Alright. Dang it, dang it, dang it, dang it, dang it. See, this is why I was originally going to hold off until Saturday. Oh, there it goes.
You know, you could build your muscles thick and
Alright, guys, give me just a second.
strawberry. You know, band and stew. Like the Mexicans.
Give me just a second, guys. I want to test a theory real quick. Hopefully it helps. Wi-Fi's. Change Wi-Fi's. Where's the other phone? There it is. Alright. We've got... How much on the other phone for the percent? The other phone is dead. Great, that's what happened. Alright. Here's my charger. We're working on it, guys. We're working on it. Just bear with us. Come on. Power on. Thank you. There we go. If I don't say that out loud, you're on live. Alright. Take you, turn you. Tell me that you're going to kick on. You got good signal, you're there. Alright, let's get... Alright guys, hold up. You're going to have to bear with my beautiful but brokenly ugly face. Where, oh, where? Oh, damn it, you died again, really? Alright, fine. We're gonna give you a moment to charge. Great. Fuck. If it can go wrong, it will go wrong, folks. I don't remember who coined the term, but I know it's a well-known saying, if it can go wrong, it will go wrong, but we're gonna try this again. Alright. Back to full screen. You've had a moment to load. Please, please, please.
Shit, maybe I could get you a job with United Fruit. I got a buddy with United Fruit. Get you started. Start with strawberries. You might work your way up to these goddamn bananas. When, boy? When are you gonna get your act together?
Gross.
Oh, good God Almighty me. I think he's the Antichrist. Anthony, I want to talk to you. Now listen, don't walk away.
Oh, come on. See, guys, this is why I was going to wait till tomorrow. I had to do it. I had to do it. But either way, tomorrow we're going to turn around and have Up in Smoke.
I mean, when I'm talking to you, you get a goddamn job before.
We're going to have Up in Smoke tomorrow with an intermission of Revolting Rhymes Part 1.
Come down, or we're shipping you off to military school.
And then we're going to finish it off with the fact of the animated film, guys. Because tomorrow I should be able to get outside and we should be able to have really good signal. But we're still going to try to work through this one, guys. I'm so sorry. This is why I wanted to wait. Are you going to load, or are you just going to turn around and sit there buffering? Alright. Okay. To anyone watching who was in last night's live stream, and y'all know which one I'm talking about, this is why I wanted to wait. Because I was not... No. Guys, this is driving me nuts. And I know if it's driving me nuts, it's probably driving you guys nuts. So, I think we're just going to switch gears for a moment. And we're going to play pickup on the movie tomorrow. We're just going to get smart. We're going to wait for the better weather. We're going to wait for the better signal reception. Because I can't do this to you guys again for a second time with a movie like that. I went back and I watched the first Titus live stream. I'm surprised people stuck around, if I'm being straight up with you. I mean, I'm glad people did, but man, I don't like the quality of that video. And I don't want to do a second movie night like that. I really want to be able to get the phone out and actually have it turn around and have enough signal and be a clear enough day to turn around and run it. Even if that means that we have to run a longer stream than usual to be able to turn around and make up for the fact that it was delayed. Which is exactly what I'm already planning on doing with this one, guys. I'm just right there. I'm at the point where I feel like every single idea or plan that I have for this channel, every time I think of an idea for it, seems like all I get is technical issues and reasons why it's not working. If you guys are sticking around for the struggle, man, I appreciate it. Because truth, this was not how I wanted my stream to go. However, that one did come in. And I think, with everything that's going wrong in this stream, that I'm going to go to one thing that I know will go right. Yeah, I wasn't happy about how much. I still think it should have been a wee bit cheaper than what it was. But that's because I only originally saw it when it was in the box like that. That's what it's supposed to look like, though. Though with our malfunctioning torch, that's where we're at. I don't like having metal tips on glass, but don't have a choice. If I want it to work, it's what I'm going to have to deal with. But yeah. Hey, King. Hey, man. I know you were looking forward to the movie today, but trust, you can ask M&G or anyone else here in chat. I can't do that to you guys again today. If it can't get through more than 10 seconds of video at a time, I can't show it. Yeah, technical difficulties, and due to technical difficulties, we're going back to the original premise of like Mondays and Wednesdays. We're just going to have a good old smoke session, because with what the government's pulling, with what my internet's pulling, and with everything else going on, it's time to smoke, guys. Y'all, if you're over 21 and you feel like joining me, go on right ahead. If y'all are under 21 and you're in the 18 to 20 category, I'm not going to kick you out of my stream, but please don't break the law. Don't partake with us. Don't get stupid. And please, guys, if you're partaking, don't drive. Wait till you sober up and go home. And or make sure you're home before it fully kicks in. But otherwise, guys, we're just going to get into it because, yeah, the frustration is real. And sometimes I wonder just how many people are tuning in just to see how far the universe is going to turn around and put its hands into breaking my stream. Because sometimes I wonder if it's just me, or if it's just the fact of where I'm living right now. Waiting to get red, oh red, red, oh red. Going to turn my head red, my head red. We're going to take a dab, we're going to take a dab, and when we'll do, we wish we had the doodah red. There we go. Oh, that worked beautifully. I may not like metal tips, but they really do work with smaller torches. Trust and believe, I wish I had the fact of one like King's got. I'd bust out the glass tip for it. But yeah, we're just gonna make it work today, guys. It's nothing else that we can really do. I'm gonna have to wait till tomorrow to do the movie. I don't have signal for it today at all. It's what I was actually afraid of. It's why I was attempting to postpone the stream. And because we're postponing the stream, I'm making up for it. We're doing a 3-part special tomorrow when the sun's out. Whether it be cloudy or not, it shouldn't matter. At least it won't be raining and my equipment won't get wet. Because that is my biggest issue right now. If my equipment would not get wet, we'd be sitting outside and I'd probably have the signal to do it. But Mother Nature cock blocked me from turning around and being able to show the movie tonight, guys. And I'm sorry for that. That was not my intention. Then again, Father Time says, smoke, relax, we'll make it work. Come back to it tomorrow. We'll do it all over again. And if it doesn't work tomorrow, then we'll come back Sunday and we'll do it all over again. And if it don't work Sunday, we'll come back Monday and do it all over again. Because I'm not giving up on this damn stream until it works. I'm tired of my plans going sideways, folks. I'm tired of the signal. I'm tired of the cellular reception and the companies that don't turn around and let the fact of smaller cell companies in on the full broadband system. I'm tired of the fact of being throttled, and I'm sick of the fact that it costs 3 times more to get a decent cellular reception anywhere in this nation. Just like I'm tired of the fact that reality's sake is, we've got billions of dollars going everywhere else, but we can't turn around and end up funding $100,000 to the state that's burning down in the midst of our country. I mean, we got one side of the country that's freezing, we got the other one on fire, and we're caught in the middle in Tornado Alley. But, you know, here we are. I didn't want this to be the political rant stream. Okay? Trust and believe, if I was going to have a political rant stream, I would have much rather had it be the fact of one where I actually planned it, had it written down, turned around and had some form of an idea of what to do, so I kept myself rational and sane with it. But guys, when they screw you because they don't talk to each other, and one agency is not talking to the other one because they have an issue with this person or that person or whoever that's in charge of it, or they just leave it to a damn robot because apparently we're not important enough to talk to. This is what happens, guys. People get mad, people get angry, people get upset, people get irate. And you have people that will turn around and do anything and everything in their power to turn around and try to feel like they are taking their power back in some way, shape, or form. It's only going to get worse. It's only going to get harder. And it's only going to get tougher. The man's only been in office for less than a week and a half. And we already see the chaos that's beginning. Now, I don't want to be a doomsday sayer, but remember, him, Putin, and Kim Jong-un have all been friends since like high school or college. They're all 3 buddies, they're all 3 in the head, and they're all 3 swearing that they're going to throw missiles and nukes at each other. Personally, I think we should just put them all inside of a boxing ring and turn around and just let it go. Let them turn around and fight it out in a ring by themselves. Just like they used to do in Sparta and Rome when it wasn't worth turning around. It's 420. At least for King. So, here you go, King. We're going to take a dabby do for you. 420! Yes. 320 here. 425, 4... Fuck, I can't turn around and say those 3 in a row straight. Damn it. Yep. I'm leaving King his trademark on that statement, but yeah. If y'all know what 1, 2, 3 means, yeah. Oh, you're nice and red. Okay. Guys, I don't think they like my dabby doos. I keep watching these. No wonder they tell you don't watch the numbers on YouTube. What am I smoking on? Well, today we got Dave's Granddaddy Purple. It was a 2,500 milligram container. It's not 2,500 milligrams no more. But it's also HHC, not THC. See, there's a difference between the two. And you know what? I'm kind of glad that the movie broke down today. Because, truth, that's a natural segue into something that I feel that this channel should have no problem doing. Okay? There is a main chemical difference down in the molecular structure of the cannabinoids that are involved between CBD, THC, and HHC. Now, understand, I am not an expert in this field. Please, if you question anything I have to say on it, do your own research. Always do your own research. Double check any facts that you are given. Okay? It's part of turning around and getting smarter and wiser. But there is a main chemical difference between those three compounds. You've got your tetrahydrocannabinol, which is the one that gives you the mental effect. Pizza and fries, I know, right? You've got your CBD, which I can't think of what the C stands for. If anyone knows, throw it in chat. But that one's usually your body high instead of the fact of your head high. And then you've got your HHC. Okay? HHC works very similar to THC, but it is derived from CBD. Go figure. It gives the same effect, just takes a little bit longer to kick in. So, figure we're like a half an hour in. By the time we're about an hour in, maybe an hour and a half, they should be kicking in pretty good on my side. But yeah, I had to do a little bit of research last night too, because when I turned around and saw that HHC on the ones that were brought in, even I had to question it. But yeah, after doing my research, it works the same way. It just takes longer to kick in. But at least I don't get the munchies. Not severely with it. On the other end, we've got... Oh, where's the tube? I bet you I left it over on the other table. One sec. Sorry for the dead space, guys. I hate leaving you to an empty chair, but sometimes it must be done. Where in the hell did I set that? There it is. It was hiding in the shadow. Okay. On the other end of it, we've got our pre-roll with diamonds in it. Dude, I'll do two just because both of those statements are valid in my opinion, if you know what I mean. If you know, you know, and if you don't, you don't. But if you don't, you should. Because both of them are valid in my opinion. Those working on the bros and on the poles. Matter of fact, I'll do one dab for the ones on the poles. And I'll do one hit for the ones on the bros. I think that should work. Now where... Oh, if I can remember where I'm setting things now. Did I break that down? Wow. Guys, don't tell me OCD is not a real thing, because I just did that and didn't even realize it had been done. I was just using the damn thing. But now I have to put it back together again. The joys of OCD, people. M&G, you're fine with that? Alright. Alright. So we got it. We'll do a dab for the ones on the poles, and we'll do a hit for the ones on the bros. Alright. Oh, by the way, a little tip, guys. When you get glass pieces, and they come in multiple segments, you know how you always have that one spot that looks really, really, really not clear versus all that nice, pretty clear glass? When you go to put them in, give them a little twist. Not much, just like an eighth of a turn. Tiny little twist. It'll stop a lot of your glass pieces from falling apart. And it'll also save you a lot in repair costs on the way down. But yeah, good tip I learned over the years. Alright, so I know we got M&G in the chat. I know we got King in the chat. Who else is out there? Because I know we got at least 4 or more viewers at this point from what I can see by my screen. To anyone else out there, if you haven't said hi or you haven't turned around and popped into chat yet, feel free, people. Trust and believe. Within 5 minutes, you will feel like you are a part of the family on this channel. Well, if anyone's in it from the last one, it's going to steam up. Oh. God, that is tasty. Oh, that is tasty. Guys, if you're tuning in, and you're just tuning in, welcome to the Canna Lounge. We had a movie planned today. Signal took it out. But we're still here, guys. We're having a good time. At least I think we are. Oh. 1 second. Yeah, that's cooled down enough to put down. Okay. It's by a company called Dazed. It's the Granddaddy Purple 2,500 milligram container. It's HHC based, not THC or CBD. It's the weird, almost psychoactive one from CBD. Mind you, I'd say almost, because it's not going to make you trip. I'm pretty sure you'd have to turn around and smoke a lot more than it would take to put you to sleep. No, not CBD. Okay. Give me a second. Oh. Yeah. Oh, breathe. It's been like a year or more since I've actually had good dabs. So, it might take me longer than normal to breathe today. No. Not fake weed. No. See, unlike certain members of our community, Teddy, this happens to include you, okay? And nowhere in this is it meant to offense. Unlike certain members of the community, okay, you turn around and you have certain ones that CBD, it doesn't work for them, okay? There are cases where CBD just does not work for somebody. On the other hand, you have a good percentage of cases where the CBD, it does what it's supposed to do. I'm one of those cases. The CBD dabs / HHC dabs, the HHC is not the same as CBD. They bring back part of the properties from the THC. The science is really weird. The things that they've managed to accomplish with cannabis in the last 5-10 years, from the time that it hit medical to the time that it hit the fact of recreational, okay, the science is so freaking amazing, but for me to try to explain it to you would be like a pig trying to turn around and teach somebody Latin. It could try, but it ain't going to do a great job. But just know that on my side, I'm just as good as anyone else would be smoking theirs. Oh, I need to take them gloves off. But anyways, guys, how's your guys' day going? And Teddy, I know you had a blast last night. I only know because we were all there watching. And yes, I know one more hit. Just give me a moment to be able to get my breath. I think I know the translation to that. You do? Fluently. Are we talking in passing, or are we talking fluent enough to turn around and fluent enough to be able to translate it? I grew up in Little Mexico. See, to a certain point, yes, I can. To other points, no, I can't. Don't get me wrong. Get somebody speaking Spanish fast enough, I can't keep up. But, you know, it was fun teaching my neighbors English to be able to turn around and help them in their journeys in life. Okay, so is that one where you're able to actually speak it fluently, but you're just not able to read it fluently? If I'm understanding that correctly? Because if so, I sort of have the same problem. Like old school Shakespearean text, I can read it clear as day, but let me try to speak it and I'm going to butcher the play. It's why I was never up on stage, people. That's why this is all still so new to me, is because I was never that kid in the school play. I was always the one that they tried to keep off in the back so that way I didn't cause mayhem during the show. But it's amazing the things we do as kids. It really is. Whoa, that one blurred. Alright, King, you got me stumped. I'm not sure which one it is. I have absolutely no idea which one that one is. And I'm certainly not going to Google to translate it right now. Yeah. Where is it? There it is. There you are. Okay. Gladly, King, gladly. I've still got to take my time to turn around and breathe, though. If I don't breathe, it's just going to turn around and be a stream of me sitting here with stars around my head. Or maybe little Tweety birds with Sylvester's chasing them. Yeah, that's kind of where my brain was going too. I wasn't thinking Vietnamese. But then again, knowing Teddy in his 1947, I should have figured the man would have a few languages from a few dark eras. But yeah, guys, I'm sick of the rain. Anyone else just want the rain to go away and just be bright and shiny and like enjoyable outside again? Because man, I'm waiting for it. We only got 4 weeks until we turn around and actually be able to turn gaining daylight, getting our actual sunshine. We got a few more months of probably heavy rains. But then after that, it's going to level out. It's going to be oh so nice for a couple months. Yeah, right? I mean, if it's going to rain, screw it. Let it snow. At least then it's pretty. Turn around, walk outside, see all that beautiful white snow out there. And all the tracks just show up in the distance. Be able to see where all the deers went through, where all the rabbits turned around and went playing. The squirrels thinking that they're hiding their nuts. They ain't hiding nothing. They'll forget about it until next fall. Alright. Thank you, King. Guys, if you haven't already, go check out King Live 2025 after the show. Because that man is half of the reason why I'm even doing this today. A lot prettier than the yellow snow, ain't it? I don't know, man. There's just something to... Call it dark, call it demented, call it what you will. There's just something. I don't know what it is, but it's like it's primarily ingrained in the brain that when somebody sees red snow, they're either going to do one of two things. They're either going to pass out and faint, / run as far away as they can get from that snow, or they're going to be the person that walks up to it saying, all right, what was here? What got taken down? And either A, how do I protect myself from what took it down? Or B, how do I prepare myself so that way I'm not its next meal? And it is a very fine divide between that group of people. Because honestly, if we took away our grocery stores, man, 70, probably 60 to 70%, but more than likely 70 or more percent of our country, they'd probably go vegetarian. Because they just wouldn't turn around and be able to deal with the fact of what would have to be done to continue eating the meat that they so enjoy. If you weren't raised around a farm, or out by the farms, or out by the fact of the processing plants, and you didn't grow up with it, trust and believe, you'll be eating plants, or you're going to go to some very dark places before it gets better. Admittedly, it's why I choose to fish. It's why I prefer fishing. If I can catch fish, that's great. Minus the fact of the fat that I need at that point, it'll cover most everything else. Truth be told, give me a patch of potatoes. Potatoes alone have every single nutrient and vitamin in them that is necessary to be able to survive. Minus one key factor, vitamin D. Vitamin D, go figure, is the one thing that sunlight provides. And when we have vitamin D deficiency, trust and believe, it's why you get those gloomy days when the fact of the sky being covered and the rain clouds have rolled in. It's the actual chemical that affects it. It's the fact of the vitamin D. I'm sorry, guys. I know that was a tangent. But, man, there's so much knowledge trapped inside of my head that I wish that I could get out in some way, shape, or form and have it be cohesive. I mean, I'll openly admit, I watch channels like Simon Whistler, where he's got, like, Today I Found Out, or over on Fact Fiend with Carl Smallwood. Okay? I watch their shit all the time. I watch almost every single video that they have produced. It's kind of like Teddy. But, man, I've learned so many random facts over the years that it's strange. So much knowledge and no way to piece it together cohesively. Not without feeling like I'm ripping off their show. Okay. Take your vote, people. Robot, medical, or just a random telemarketer? Vote down below.
Hello, please leave a message after the tone. Thanks for connecting. My name is Gary Simon. How are you?
Guys, if you voted telemarketer that has no idea that he's on the recorded line, then you won. Oh, he must have figured it out. Damn, I was really hoping he went through his whole speech. It's hilarious when they don't realize they've been hooked up to the answering machine. We had one of our local county politicians turn around and have the answering machine pick up the phone on him. He went through his entire spiel, his full campaign promise and everything. And then turned around finally after his last sentence and started asking, hello, hello, hello. Not realizing he was sitting on the machine. It was beautiful. It really was. It had us dying over here. Yeah, I know, and the problem is there's so freaking many of them. So many of them. Truth is, there's a lot of them when they just call in. If I have the time or I have the opportunity or I really just truly feel like it, man, I'll sit there and just toy with them. Because if they're calling and they state that they're calling for me and they don't know the information that they should know for calling for the reasons that they are, I'm gonna fuck with them. I will burn an hour and a half of a scammer's time and not think twice. Just to make sure that the next phone call that they get is delayed by that long. For as much damage as they fucking do. Oh shit, hi Asha. Sorry, it was supposed to be a movie day. It turned into a rant day. I'm just realizing that you popped in. My bad. My apologies. You've missed quite a bit actually. But trust and believe, you've only missed like the first hour of the stream. Mind of fact, what time is it? 3:47. Okay. So we got like another 45 minutes. We're good. We're good. I was only delayed by like 15 minutes this time. Out of my control, but hey, it's what we do. Technical difficulties are the name of the game here, folks. Yeah, I know. I'm kind of debating whether I should just start answering the telemarketers that are turning around and like actively trying to scam people. But I'm not sure how that one works. I want to make sure I'm in the good to do it first before I do. So that way I don't get any form of like copyright strike possibly. Well, not copyright strike, but oh god, what is it? Just the general strike on your channel for turning around and doing things that you're not supposed to do. It's why I stay up so damn late constantly turning around and searching up paperwork, is to make sure that I follow the policies. Guys, if you look at the description on this video for this live stream, that description took me over 36 hours to turn around and properly put together through the proper research, proper terminology, and proper dictations to be able to turn around and do this stream. It's why it irritates me so bad that the movie stream is screwing up the way it is because I've put so much work into these through the week to try to get them done, and then here we are because it decided it was going to rain. So we're just going to kick back on the rainy day. We're going to have fun. Matter of fact, give me just 1 second, guys. We're going to take a brief intermission. I'm going to see if I can get the speaker hooked up, and we're going to see if we can get the music going for the fact of Pixabay.com's music. We're going to see if we could brighten up the stream a little bit, guys. By the way, is the video doing okay? We're still going clear, right? It hasn't gone scrambled yet? Because I know it hasn't tried to fail yet, and for that, I'm happy. But as long as it's still coming in clear, I should be able to turn around and possibly get a secondary fix going. Okay, home. Go there. Okay, good. That means... yeah, that means that I'm actually getting better signal inside at this point. I mean, granted, it's still like 0.6, 0.8 kilobytes per second for those tech geeks out there that know how cellular signals work, but outside of the throttling, we might be able to get this done tomorrow. I'm really hoping so. That's why I'm planning that 3-part. Okay, we're going to just kill the movie screen because that, just looking at that tab right now is enough to irritate me. We're going to let that load. I'm going to be right back. I'm going to deal with that real quick, and we'll meet back in the middle. Stay tuned, guys. Oh, tell me you're connected to that and not this one. Yes. does it say for your percentage? Tell me you have enough charge to do it. Oh, okay. One extra moment, guys. What did I do? Happened up there. Okay. So we're just going to unplug you for the moment. Because that's not charging fast enough to work. I'm going to do that. I'm going to do this. Plug you in so that way you stay on. That should work. Yep, you're going to claim that you're at like 100% here in a moment, even though I know that that's going to be a blatant outright lie. So, alright, come on. Work. Technical difficulties, government difficulties, food stamp difficulties, government retardation, because by their paperwork I should have been in the clear and apparently I'm not. Round 2, let's see who it is. If it's important, I'm going to have to mute it. But it's great when the name starts with Woody's.
Hello, please leave a message after the tone.
Nope. Realized it was the machine and turned around and kicked out immediately. Damn. You know, if they ever really get an interesting spiel, I swear I might just answer that. Alright. Are you going to work the way that you're supposed to work, or are you just going to turn around and... Don't worry about it, Atra. I totally understand. And guys, for what it's worth, anybody out there who does show up to these streams, even after they're posted, I thank you guys for every single view. I really do. Because truth, I've got so many big ideas in my head right now of how to actually do this right, and actually make this really enjoyable for you guys. But we're just stuck on the fact of chatting for now, guys, because reality's sake is there's going to be a lot of days where the signal is just not going to allow anything more than that. But yes, I am rooting for you on Monday, Atra. I really am. And I honestly hope that they turn around and they say yes. Because I know how much it means to you. Yep, and I know why it was, and why it was doing what it was doing, and I'm trying not to think about that right now. I openly admit that, because that's where a lot of my frustration lays right now. But anyways, guys, enough about my day. How is your guys' day going? Yep. Yes, please. Anybody at all. Throw something in chat. Rants, facts, tidbits. Take your choice. Just don't do anything racist. Or sexual. Community guidelines are really fucking rough, man. Yeah, exactly. Yep. Excitement, disappointment, and frustration. And all three of them coincide so freaking well, don't they? They all work together in their own little way. Sometimes for the betterment, sometimes for the worse. But they all do it. Wow, chat is running slow today. Oh. Okay, you're finally loaded. Are you going to work? Are you gonna do what you're supposed to do? Please. Pretty please with the cherry on top. Come on. Do what you're supposed to do. Guys, the music is trying to be Frankenstein's monster. I don't like it. I think I need to turn up the voltage or something. You know what? Screw turning up the voltage. We're going to do another dabby do. And we're going to try to keep this going until it works. Yeah, I know, right? But I got to give you credit, man, where credit's due. M&G, you are doing awesome in your videos. And apparently, I'm not the only one that thinks that you would make a damn good instructor. Because I've seen some of those comments on your videos, man. You're gaining traction. Anyone who wants to turn around and learn about hydraulic pumps, how they work, and how to repair them, they need to go check out your stuff, man. Because I'm sure you've got more in the works that you're not turning around and saying, and I don't blame you. But yeah, you're doing damn good, brother. I gotta give that to you. Credit where credit is due. And I'm picking the wrong lighter for a dabby do. I need the black one, not the blue one. Uh-oh. Don't light on fire. That's not how you're supposed to do that. No. Alright, fine. You've chosen your timing. Knew it wasn't hot enough. Yep, dabby dabby do, but I knew it wasn't hot enough. Come on. Stay lit. Come on. A little bit more. Just a little bit more. Just a little bit more. Give it all you've got, Scotty. Come on. There you go. Thank you, Scotty. You did your job well. Oh. Oh. Yeah, I know, it's 4 o'clock. We only got a half hour left. Is that anything like say goodbye to the tangerine skies? Say hello to tomorrow. Which is what we're trying to do today. For sure. Because, Those tangerine skies turn gray. But as is the motto of this channel, whether it be it's 6 for you. Oh shit. Alright, King, go ahead and start yours. Anybody who's planning on going over to King Lives, go ahead and go. You guys are all good. I understand. But I'm still going to turn around and keep it going for another half hour. I got to. I made a commitment. Whether it works out or not, I made a commitment, and that's why we're here. It's because I made a commitment to you guys. Alright, my misunderstanding, but still, nonetheless, whether the stream works out on my side or not, the reason why I'm here is because that commitment was made. We set our time schedule, we set our clocks, and we turn around. Hi, Supreme, about time. Hi, hey. How's it going? Our resident astronaut, everybody, Supreme, has joined the chat. Hello, hello, hello. How are the voyages in space doing today? And for what it's worth, Supreme, I got you, buddy. It's like the last half of the one that I've been turning around and throwing into the fact of the bowl over there. But, it's got diamonds in it, so this is still going to be a fun one. Alright. You know what? I wonder, can I do it from here? Let's see. Bing. Bing. That should do that. A bing. A bing. A bing. That should do that. And I believe a bing. That should do that. So, hey guys, if you're in chat right now and you're members of Teddy's team, do me a favor. Throw a message in the comments section. I want to see if that just did what it should do. Because if I'm not mistaken, very quickly, there should be 4 more blues. Alright, Teddy, yours worked. Good, good, good. We're going to like this for that one. Oh, wait, sorry, Bird, I didn't tell you. My bad. You're penguin like Phoenix. Oh my god. Teddy, I swear, man. You know, one of these days. Oh god. I can't even keep. Fuck, if I can't keep my line straight, what am I gonna do? Oh yeah, that's right. Smoke another bowl. Or another joint. Or another dab. We'll see. But yeah, sorry, Atra, for not informing you. But this has been kicking around in my head for like a week already. Let's get real. Ever since last Friday's stream, this has been bouncing in my head. Hey, us mods gotta stick together, right? Everybody, if you're just tuning in, if you don't know, this channel is a creators by creators for creators channel. If you are doing work on YouTube and you are creating content on YouTube and you do awesome work, we will shout you out anytime, any day of the week. Guys, double check the fact of the co-hosts down in the description. Check out every single one of their channels, guys. They are all a freaking hoot. They're here Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays with us. They're over on Teddy's stream, usually sometime during the day, all 7 days of the week. You've always got someone that you can kick back with, smoke, and relax, and you never have to worry about smoking alone again. Yeah, I know, and that's what I was thinking was, look, as a present to you, okay, the one gift I can give you right now, and I don't even have to think twice about those that I would choose to trust with it, is the fact of a few extra moderators that I know are going to be here and turn around and give you time and give you space and be able to turn around and allow you to do what you need to do, because you've got so much time in class coming up that it's not even funny. And or you've got time for your work, and or you're going to have your job, and you're going to have your college courses, which is what I'm honestly praying to the fact of the deities I believe in for it to be accomplished for you. Because truth be told, you deserve it, man. You've done so much work to get to where you are. I don't want to see the train slow down now. Don't hit them brakes. Keep turning around and loading that coal into that train and keep going at full speed. Do not stop. Because it's when you slow down and you start to question yourself that you turn around and you add even more stumbling blocks in front of you. Don't do it to yourself this time. Pile drive through it with the fucking strength that I know that you have. Okay? Because you've got this. And I'm sure that everybody in chat right now, right here, they all agree 100% and would turn around and tell you the same thing if they were in my shoes. You got this. Go get them. Prove to them that they're idiots and that you are better and stronger than they think. Because you are. And you know it. And if I have to remind you every stream, I will. Wasn't my intention, but hey. It just goes to prove what I was stating. Oh my god, catching up in... give me a minute, give me a minute. Supreme. You're welcome, man. You're totally welcome. Fuck, man. As funny as you are, how could I not have you as a mod? King, as loyal as you are, how could I not have you as a mod? M&G, as literally trained and skilled as you are, how could I not have you as a mod? And let's get real, if Sky was here, I'd turn around and put her as a mod just for fixing the damn notification issues in the beginning of the channel. Because I never asked her to, but she did it, and I'm still thankful for it. I mean, let's get real, guys. If it wasn't for all of us inevitably enough coming together and turning around and doing what we do, I'm sure we'd probably have all given in a long time ago. And honestly, if it wasn't for Teddy, truth, I think a lot of us wouldn't have even cracked that, how to word it properly. It's like breaking the fourth wall. You know you've got hundreds of people that are tuning in over the day. You know that you've got thousands of people that are tuning in over the day. But you're still sitting there in that chair, and or on that couch, or over in that workshop, and you're turning around and trying to give them the best show that you can every single time that you either go live, or you post a video, or you make a YouTube short. Okay? We all know this. But reality's sake is, guys, most people don't realize how much it takes. The actual true toll that it honestly takes. I mean, come on. I started this 7 years ago thinking, oh, this will be easy. This will be easy. You know, everyone can be a YouTuber. Man, I was naive as shit. I really was. If I honestly look back on it, back when I originally started this channel, thinking about starting it up for gaming down the list, I was naive as fuck to think that anybody in their own capacity could do it. I mean, yeah, anybody can. But to be able to have a channel and do it right, and to have people that you know will support you in your group, and be able to have those people that you know that you could trust and actually depend on to be there at some point during the day, during the night, whenever. To be able to have that, guys, it's a hell of a feeling. It's like I said, I wasn't expecting this stream to go this way today. It was supposed to be a movie. And yet here we are turning around and just reminiscing over the fact of where the last 3 weeks have actually brought us all. I mean, come on. 3 weeks, 117 subscribers. We keep getting more subscribers every single day and or every single week. I tend to look at it from Sunday to Sunday. You know, big man gets a rest on Sunday. I should take a rest on Sunday. I should turn around and end up letting the factory paperwork all roll in. I'll get my my weekly review on Monday, and we'll do it all over again, starting at like 2:30 in the afternoon. But yeah, I know, right? Between the videos, having to keep up on the videos, having to turn around and figure out, all right, where are we going to turn around and edit these down the list? I mean, reality's sake is, yeah, we may only be live 3 days a week on this channel, but Teddy, man, props to you, dude. Because honestly, right now, even at just 117, man, anyone who thinks it's easy, go ahead, try, start your own channel. Please, I implore you to do it. If you have any idea of anything that you want to use to turn around and start making content for a channel, do it. Go for it, even if it's only just a hobby. But remember, ultimately, for everything that we're doing right now, even on our channel, dude, our view hours, we've got literally 365 days until that timer restarts. Okay? A full year. Most channels, it's going to take 1 to 2 years to even get off the ground. For King, for you to have done what you've done with your views and your audience, and everybody that has turned around and come out to turn around and show you support, and that's shown M&G support, and has shown Steven's support, and it's shown Supreme support, and it's shown Gang support. Down the list I could go, name for name for name. I'm sure I could probably fill 2 to 3 pages of people that you yourself, Teddy, whether you realize it or not, brother, that you have turned around and made their day to the point that you have helped them through some of the darkest points in their mental existence. And you don't even know it. Hell, I could be doing the same thing right now and not even know it. Because here I am, that small channel, right? You know, we got less than 200 subscribers. I'm fine with that. But guys, if you enjoy our content, like and subscribe. It's a growing journey. Everything is going to turn around and change. Everything changes. Nothing is forever. We can only be here in that moment for that moment. The present is a lie. The past and the future is all there is, because the present is 1 second at a time, and here we are. I was getting there before finding you, all to be honest, Canna. I dreamt of a group of friends who were there just as troubled as I am, and who could relate to my journey. 24 hours later, I found you all. Exactly. That is exactly what happened the day that I turned around and found Teddy's channel. Was, look, here's a group of people that just ain't afraid to turn around and show that they are screwed up in the head, but reality's sake is that we're all sane enough to turn around and live our daily lives. We don't belong in the psych ward, okay? We'd take the damn psych ward over, take the keys, and turn around and put the doctors in the cells by the time we were done. Trust. 5150 has nothing on our group. Because our group are the ones that know that they're screwed up and are working through it. And that takes true and honest courage and power. I mean, come on. M&G, let's get real, man. Let's just be real for a minute. How long ago did you honestly start thinking about your channel? How long ago did you honestly think about going on your journey to turn around and be the teacher that you're becoming on YouTube? Yeah, exactly. Change and death, right? I like to say change, death, and taxes. It's the only three things we can't avoid. Well, we could avoid the taxes, but we've seen what happens when we do. And yeah, guys, I'm waiting for chat to buffer in. I still have that delay. It's something that YouTube does by itself. I wish I could change that, but it takes time for the messages to roll in. Oh, no shit, right? Let's get real. The man sent us over for fantasies, but it wasn't the fantasies he was spewing. He was fantasizing about oil. Alright, King. Hey, just so that way you know, you have full permission to either turn around and just, like, silence mine, so that way it doesn't interfere with yours, and or you have full permission to have mine running verbally in the background. If YouTube has any problem with that, turn around and send me the freaking goddamn dispute if they say that it happens to have my content, and I will clear that shit in a heartbeat. I got you, brother. Go do what you gotta do. Because, yeah, man, I'd do it for any of you guys. If any of you guys happen to have my content playing in the background, do yourself a favor, okay? I'm going to hopefully be able to do this without having the fact of YouTube saying that it was spam. Turn around and go to pixabay.com, okay? When you guys go to pixabay.com, set up your free account. They've got royalty-free, copyright ID set music on some, not copyright ID on the others. But everything that they've got for their music, they will turn around and end up allowing you to turn around and send in the fact of the license that you're able to download when you download that track. And Teddy's just came up on the tablet. But they'll turn around and allow you to download a free license for that track. You can send it into YouTube. They'll turn around and end up turning around and clearing your dispute, usually within the first few hours, as long as it's like business day type deal. You know, the weekend it might take a little bit longer. But they will clear your copyright IDs off of your videos and allow you to turn around and get your videos back to where you can monetize them again. I've had to do it like 4 times already, and it's worked every single time. They follow the fact of their term policies. It's great. If you're a content creator, it's a great way to turn around and have that music there without turning around and having to go through and worry about the fact of copyright problems. Check them out. And no, it's not a paid sponsorship, it's not a paid promotion, or a paid endorsement. I'm receiving no money from them for turning around and shouting them out. It's just my opinion. But if it works, it works. And if it works, I think every creator should have that opportunity to turn around and check it out and see if it's right for them. Right? Right? See, so I'm not the only one. We all turned around and ended up hitting Teddy's channel, and all of a sudden, it's like that bright light bulb kicked on in our head of, you know what? We could actually do this. There is a real chance that we could actually do this and make it work. Because I know I sat for 7 years despairing because I got nowhere with my channel. I hit literal creative block for like 7 years and had no idea what to do with it. But here we are because we turned around and ran into Teddy, and Teddy gave us that inspiration to turn around and break that damn mirror and turn around and open up the camera and open up that little portion of our lives to turn around and say, hey, we're here. Come kick back with us. If you're hurt, if you've been hurt, if you've been traumatized, if you've been in situations that nobody should ever have to go through, know that when you're on this channel, you are safe in that. Because trust and believe, I'm sure anybody here at some point in time or another, whether in chat now and or in the comment section later, has something in their life that they can turn around and point to and say, okay, I may not know exactly what you're going through, but I've got something really close to it. And though it's not the same, I think this might help. Because that's what we're here for. We're all here to help each other. It's the only reason why this works. It's why we're in the lounge kicking back. Because we know that here in, matter of fact, I need to check time. Here in 8 minutes, we're all going to kick back into Teddy's channel, which is what inspired us to do this to begin with, and go do our jobs as moderators and move on and have a really good, fun time. But we get the extra hour and a half, 2 hours, 3 times a week to come kick back before stream. Get charged up, get amped up, turn around and throw shit on the table, whether it works or it don't. Yeah, exactly. See, 7 years ago when I made my first video, within the first 24 hours, they turned around and put a copyright hit on it. Okay? It's part of the reason why I don't have it on my channel anymore. The one that I do have that's copyright hit, I can get the licenses to clear those. I'm in the process of dealing with that. It's just really, really slow with the fact of the internet out here. But I didn't know what I was doing at the time. I had no clue. Truth, Teddy, in turning around and doing what he does and showing the fact of his analytics and walking us through it as he's going through it. Granted, he's got ways of doing his channel that don't work for me. Okay? But that's all of us. We've all got something in our own special way of doing things that doesn't work for somebody else. Supreme, I know that we're space cadets, okay? Buddy, come down from the clouds. Yes, you're correct. He's ordained. I'm also independently ordained. You can think of our streams like confession. It is what it is. Yes, I am an independently ordained minister. Yes, if I got in touch with the fact of the church that I was ordained through, I could get my letter of good standing with the church. Yes, I could get my title of certification stating that I am ordained and that this is my title, and so on and so forth. But I've chosen not to do it, folks. I'm so much of a black sheep that, truth be told, sometimes I question whether I should have been ordained. Because that halo up there is duct taped together, folks, and it's colored yellow. I painted it a long time ago. Right? Right? That man could make anybody smile. He really could. The king of broken halos. I don't know, man. My grandfather might have a few question marks to that one, but yeah, definitely on YouTube you are. Definitely on YouTube you are. Guys, if you haven't already, go check out King Live 2025. Trust and believe, his lives are a hoot. And Teddy, for what it's worth, that big name company, don't worry about them. Fuck's sake, man. I see all of the fact of the warning signs of them turning around and trying to play the game that they're going to play. We've already seen their cards. We've watched it. We've dealt with it before in some way, shape, fashion, or form. But man, they've already made their fuck up. Go out there and kill it. So that way you can turn around and show them how it's really done. I don't know, Atra. I think you're right in a lot of ways, but in the same time, I don't like to dwell on it. It was done for a favor so that way a couple of friends that were planning on getting married could turn around and end up having their marriage, and they didn't have to go through the fact of the city courts and this, that, and the other. And then at the time, the finances turned around and took a fucking dive, and well, thankfully they did, because 2 weeks later they didn't want to be married anymore. But, you know, tomato, tomato. Ordained or not, we're here every single day. Truth, I don't have any form of belief that it gives me any form of barrier towards the fact of anything that is connected to my soul. Everything that I've done in my life will eventually come back and turn around and be put on a scale somewhere. No matter who's in charge up there. All I can do is hope that the good outweighs the bad. That's why we're here 3 times a week, whether it goes wrong or not. Because ultimately, whether the good outweighs the bad or not, we're here. It's life. It's reality. And you want the truth? It's a reality show that's not scripted, folks. Think about that one. It's a reality show that's not scripted. I don't have some TV executive in the background telling me what I can do or can't do. I don't have some jackass in accounting turning around and telling me that the show's not going great and that we need to switch direction because da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Man, let's get real. Everybody that's making a channel right now, you are your own boss. You do you, baby. You keep going. Whether you want to take a break, whether you want to turn around and pause, whether you want to put the fucking goddamn pedal to the metal and just push, push, push. Do what you do. Because ultimately it will pay off. At least that's what we all want to believe, right? Hell, who all knows? 5 years from now, 10 years from now, we may all just be getting together on an island, turning around and getting stoned together. Make sure it's a private island, get away with more shit. But not that Epstein shit. Don't get it twisted. I would gladly throw him in a wood chipper any day of the week. But the fun kind of shit, like hiding rum in the cellar in the beach and letting it age over 20 years. True, honest pirates rum. Okay. If we want to go there, we'll go there. And I'm only going to answer this because it was the king that asked me. In his last presidency, I believe that in his own way, he was dealing with the issues at hand, and he was trying to make a difference. He might not have been doing it for all the right reasons, but he got it done. Okay? Financially, I do think, and this is just my opinion, that this country needs, in its own sense of self, it needs an honest-to-God living wage. One that every single person in this country is dedicated every month for their housing and living expenses. A set amount. Because anyone that turned around and paid attention during the fact of the freaking COVID pandemic, when it turned around and hit, and we all turned around and got locked down for months, and the economy dropped, and everything just froze, those stimulus payments brought everything back. All of the online transfers and transitions that companies made brought all of the economy back. Even in total lockdown, we were starting to thrive again. Give the country a living wage. Give the residents a living wage. Get our boys that have gone overseas and spent their lives doing what no man should have to do, no woman should have to do, to protect the freedoms that we end up quote unquote claiming as individualized freedoms. They're not free, folks. Freedom ain't free. Your rights are not a guarantee. They can be stripped away at any time. But there are also rights to protect for when that happens, to give us a way of pushing back. But it's not meant to be used to go after the Capitol at a damn presidential rally. I'm sorry. I happen to be one of those that agrees that it is very clear as day that those that were at the Capitol who could hear his speech through the speakers at that point in time, whether intended or not, perceived his statements as a rallying push to continue forward, and it just got more out of hand as it went. Add in the fact of the aggression, the anger, and the animosity that a lot of people in this country have towards how things are going, and it's a powder keg. We've watched it happen once in the Civil War. We don't want to be there again. But it's scary when we turn around and think about it because we're so damn close to it. I'm not saying it's going to happen, but we are so close to it. Yeah, exactly. The right to turn around and revolt in times of tyranny. But what happened at the Capitol does not fall under those rights. Exactly. And yet every single one of them, including ones that in turn, instead of doing it in the peaceful manner for which it should have been done, even with voices raised, it should not have come to violence. I'm a firm proponent of that. Okay? Go ahead. Bust the damn door down. Your taxes paid for it. You're going to get charged for it. It's still vandalism. You still broke into a government building at that point in time. You're still going to pay the consequences for what happened. That's the way the legal system works in this country. Or at least it's supposed to. But you know, it's scary that the guy that was on the other side of that speaker, who's now a 34-time convicted felon, mind you, I've got nothing against felons. I know a lot of felons. Okay? I know people with plenty of felonies. They can be great people. But man, when they have when they're psychologically as far off the map as he is, and he's never been in charge or in power of a military at all a day in his life, he's never been overseas, he's never served, and or if he has, he hasn't shown it forward, because he spent his life as a businessman on this soil that they're fighting for. Man, he stole the nuclear football. And guys, this is why I don't get on Trump. Because as much good as the man did, he is such a psychological melting pot. Have you heard half the shit this man said? Yeah, exactly. That one felony friend, JD. Oh, wait, that's right. That other felony friend. The one that I turned around and also agree with, which happens to be the Alaskan Avenger. Look, did the man go to jail for using a hammer on pedophiles? Yeah, he did. Of course he did. It was in the national news. He turned around and fucking did his time, and he admitted that in his own rights that it was because of what had been done to him. And you know what? My opinion, good on him. He took his own freaking recovery into his own way. He took the punishment that was involved, and he turned around and he walked out. And here he is on YouTube Live now, turning around and preaching to the fact of turning around and trying to do it a different way. But I can't blame him for doing what he did. I agree with JD and the wood chipper. And trust and believe, you don't want me as president. Because I agree with Teddy. The wood chipper would be public for all of the U.S. to see. Here is what happens if you harm a child. Let it be known across the land as the decree from the king of this country that we claim as a president. They're not a president. They are a 4-year king of our land. No different than if we were in England. We are still the prodigy of the English people. We are the same people that turned around, took one population down to 1.8% to turn around and build this country that we are all so quote-unquote proud of on stolen land, while still screwing the Native Americans out of their land, their money, and their peoples. I've got ancestors in my history that went through shit that no one should have ever gone through because they just wanted their land. They took out the buffalo. Okay? The U.S. buffalo. Do you understand what that did to our actual ecosystem? In taking over this land and killing the buffalo, do you honestly understand what that did to our nature and our ecology? The actual damage that that did? Just because they wanted to take away the natives' food source? For which, by the way, they only took as much as they needed and gave thanks every single day for what they took, because that creature gave their lives so that way they may further their own. There is a right way to hunt. There is a wrong way to hunt. There's a right way to run this country. There's a wrong way to run this country. There's a right way to be a person, and there's a wrong way to be a person, and there are things that can turn around and take a person and make them an animal, in my opinion. And some of those animals have rabies. Yes, exactly. Exactly. Valued, adhered to, and advanced the balance of nature. The folks in the Amazon that were there when the fact of the Spanish, when they first arrived through the fact of those rivers, okay, the first guy to write about the cities that were out in the Amazon, he spoke of vast lands, hundreds of miles, filled with happy, joyous people, filled with families, filled with tribespeople turning around and going about their day, being in harmony with the land, working with the forest. Okay? 500 years later, after they turned around and ended up accidentally infecting the land, not because they knew they were doing it, just because they entered an environment that they weren't from. Let's get real. Today, in this day and age, for us all to be across the world and interconnected the way that we are, that all of our biogenetic whatevers that turn around and make people sick, they've all been spread around so far that we can all turn around and usually end up having the fact of some form of our body turn around and fighting it off. Okay? That's a hell of a miracle, ain't it? Because 500 years later, when the Spaniards came back, people weren't there no more. Smallpox. Smallpox is what happened. First Europeans to arrive in North America, yes, they were. They were before the Spanish, they were before the English, they were before any other visitors outside of maybe the Arabian people being as good as they were on the ocean. But yeah, I've got no beef with the Viking bloodlines whatsoever. Hell, one of my patrons is Loki, okay? God of mischief, brother of Thor, and child of Odin. Oh, sorry, stepchild of Odin. Gotta correct that or else the other one gets angry, you know? Yeah, Leif Erikson. Exactly. Leif Erikson. Thing is, they have guaranteed and proven Viking runestones that have been showing up in Georgia. And they are actually guaranteed true, proven Viking runes that were carved during the days of the Vikings. They are not reproductions, they are not current fakes. The patina is there, and it is guaranteed, it is authentic. But the Vikings left. They went back to their land, they took the knowledge that they learned, and they advanced their own people with that knowledge. But they left the ones they learned it from alone. Yeah, trade routes. We're going to turn around and give you this for that. We'll make a fair bargain. But we're not going to impose on your land. We're going to turn around and go over here. And go back to our people. And make our kingdom even stronger. More knowledgeable. More well taken care of. That's the problem. I don't have one patron. I have 7. See, here's the thing. Teddy, I understand that you are a full-blown 100% singular deity man. Okay? But personally, prior to the fact of the Tower of Babel, prior to the fact of the Bible's writing, prior to the fact of how many books were burned out of the original text that made up the Bible by an English king that thought that he knew better than the Word of God or anyone else that was a deity that might have given us direction, that he was going to light it on fire because it didn't coincide with what he wanted for his control of his people. Don't get me wrong, our current Bible is a great understanding of just how vengeful our God can be, just how peaceful and nice our God can be, but at the same time, just how to be a good person in general. I mean, come on, the Bible itself dictates, let he who harm a child be cast into the nearest lake, river, and or body of water with a millstone around their neck, so that they may sink to the bottom. Let that sink in for a minute. Our country goes by the fact of the good book, right? We're over 70% Christian, right? According to the last census data. Lodestone, millstone, tomato, tomato. The point was with something heavy enough around their neck to bring them to the bottom of the water. And no, I cannot remember the exact quote. I will look up the quote. I will turn around and do my best to refine that. Because, honestly, it's a trip to me that our nation that's 70% Christian, Catholic or otherwise, that claim to live by the good book, allow the monsters that hurt children to continue to turn around and survive, thrive, and be around them to continue to do more harm. My opinion is God gave us the answer already if everyone follows the Bible. But our government won't allow us to follow through with it. Separation of church and state. The good book says how to deal with it. The law says we're going to spend time in prison for it. Ultimate question is, do you want to take the chance at turning around and doing it before they can catch you? Because they're going to catch you ultimately, no matter what you do. But yeah, good book gives an answer, JD gives an answer, and I agree with both of them. Millstone, wood chipper, anything to keep them from harming another child. And I would gladly spend my time in prison for it if my day came to have to protect a child. Any day of the week. Yep, another scam phone call. Was it Matthew? Because understand, it's been a long time since I went to any form of practical, standard, everyday equivalency church. I've been kicked out of most of the churches that I've ever attended. It's part of why I independently ordained myself, because I got tired of not being able to walk onto hallowed ground. Breasticle dances in jail. There's a lot of pulls there. There are so many polls that should be monetized. We'll have to do a fundraiser if we get to that day. Give me a minute. You bounced out when I did it. My bad. I've only had like maybe 60 seconds that I realized that you were in chat, so we're working on that. Battery draining wizard. But we love you, buddy. Yeah, see you guys over at Teddy's Live, guys. We're just gonna call it. That was a sign. See you later, guys. Peace out. And if you liked any of the video today, had fun, if we put a smile on your face, you can subscribe, guys. We're here 3 times a week. And after our videos, go check out King Live 2025, because we're all going to join over there and have some fun too. But yeah, we'll catch you guys later. I'm going to turn around and I'm going to try to do the stream again tomorrow outside with better weather. We'll see where it goes from there. Because, yeah, I really want to watch these movies, guys, and I'm getting tired of them not working. We'll see you later. Peace out, guys.